Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. In this one I'm going to talk about Shadowlands overall, about Enhancement Shaman and its current state, and about Covenant systems and what should you do to get and be good. Please consider subscribing and turning on your post notifications, because in next few days I'm going to drop a lot of videos about the Torghast, about battlegrounds, even some arenas, world PvP and a lot of things. So by saying that, let's jump into the video. So Shadowlands has finally begun, and all I can say that it's very great expansion. Now, we all must agree that every beginning of expansion is good. Even BFA was good until we realized how much we have to grind on daily basis with artifact power, and later with other systems, and how much our classes were relying on borrowed powers literally ruined that expansion. And beside that, we have the shitty PvP systems, PvP scaling and stuff. Well, Shadowlands is nothing like that. Shadowlands is not really grindy expansion. As a matter of fact, all those things are mostly on weekly basis, so you can do them whenever you want within these 7 days. Blizzard has finally listened to the community, and they implemented most of the things that people asked, such as PvP vendors, removing PvP scaling. They removed most grindy daily stuffs. They even made out leveling much easier and fun, so we don't have to waste our time leveling through the same way. Like, you can now choose the few different ways, like doing the campaign, doing the side quests, doing the dungeons, and if there's something else you will be able to do as well. Beginning is now based on the content that you like to play. Like, you are no longer required to spam the raids so you can be better in PvP to get those trinkets, because PvE trinkets are nerfed in PvP now. You don't even have to grind Mythic Plus dungeons for weekly chests, because they put 3 types of weekly chests, one from raid, one from Mythic Plus and one from PvP. So whichever content you like more and you want to focus on, you can full that chest and you can get it on a weekly basis. So yeah, that's pretty much about the basic changes from Shadowlands. For the rest of the video I'm going to talk specifically about the Enhancement Shaman. I'm gonna talk about the Renew system, and I'm gonna talk about the Conduits that are best and that you should focus on getting for the first week. So yeah, let's go into that. Now, talking about Enhancement Shaman, in previous video I pretty much covered everything, but that was just a quickly video for beginning of Shadowlands, so you know on what should you focus and which covenant should you go. Now I'm gonna go a little bit in the details. First of all, I'm going to go through why did I choose the Venthir covenant. Well, it's pretty simple, because it's best for all 3 types of content. Chain Harvest is a very good spell that in PvP is going to heal you a lot while dealing very good amount of damage to the enemy. It's also very good for a single target in raids, and it is hitting up to 5 enemies for the AoE, so it's as well good in a Mythic Pluses. Of course, for single target purely, the Night Fae Covenant is better, but it's not a very big difference, and if you are like me that you wanna play all type of content, then Chain Harvest will be a no mistake. And the Door of Shadow is just a pretty good mobility thing, so later when we reach our Renown rank, we are even going to have it instantly cast, which is going to be even more dope. So that's it pretty much about Covenant. Now jumping to the Renown system. So we have here the Renown rank, and it's pretty much the system that is working on a weekly basis, and we have the 40 ranks there, and each week we are getting 2 ranks unlocked, and with those ranks you are getting the other chapters of your Covenant campaign. You are getting set/cosmetic items from there, and you're enhancing your champions for a mission table. And here we have Sanctum upgrades, and there is a Sanctum reservoir where we put all anime that we get, and this thing is only to help you working through the world. Like, for example, we have the transport network that you're going to place even more mirrors than we have now, so we can move much easier through Ravenred and do the things that we have to do. We have Anima Conductor, Command Table, and the Ember Court, and that is pretty much about the Renown system. Like, it's only for the campaign stuff and like helping you for the side things. From Renown system we are moving up to the Conduits, which is more like a spec based. So as I mentioned in a previous video, we are going to run the Nadia the Mist Blade because she's the best so far as I've seen. I mean, so far you can use only her, but after investigating these things on beta I came to conclusion that Nadia would be the best. So as further you progress to the Renew system, you're going to unlock these conduit slots, and as you can see here the next one is at level 7, which we are going to unlock in 2 weeks from now. Other one is at level 10 and blah blah blah. So for Enhancement Shaman PvP, it's going to be the best to move to the by the left side, so going like this way up to the end for the familiar predicaments. We have the 3 types of conduits. First one is for endurance, it is like more defensive, finesse that is helping you with the alt stuff, and the potency one that are actually for making a good damage. Now there's a few good of them, but I wanna point out the beast one. Luckily I got the very good one from the Spire of Ascension dungeon, and it's Unruly Winds, which says Venthir weapon have 23% chance to trigger a third attack, and it's a very good for the spec that we are going to run with the Doom Winds and the other Bracer legendary item. So this one is very good and you should get it. The second best is the Focused Lighting, which says Millstorm weapon increase the damage or healing of your next spell by additional 1.5% per stack, and a higher level that you get of conduit there will be a more percentage, so it's going to be a better. So I like that one as well, and I'm going to use this one in the when I get rank 25 of Renewal system. And there is also a very good one, the Magma Fist, that says Lava Lash has additional 15% critical chance against enemies affected by your flame shock. And Chilled to the Core is also not bad, which says Frost Shock has a 24% chance to grant 2 stacks of Millstone weapon. But for now I'm going to run Unruly Winds and Focused Lighting. If there appear some changes or I know that something else is better, I'm going to make a video for that for sure. Speaking of endurance conduit, the best one to use will be the Refreshing Waters, which says your healing surge is 70% more effective on yourself. So as we already know, Blizzard didn't help the Enhancement Shaman with more defense, but they increased our self healing a lot, and with this conduit as well we are going to be much better. And as you can see, we are going to have only 1 slot for that, so there you can use this. And for the finesse, there is a quite few and they are kinda discussable. The good one is that Ghost Wolf increase your movement speed by additional 12% for the first 3 seconds, and you can use that to run away from someone when you're kiting them. There's also cooldown of Tremor Totem, Earthbind Totem, Capacitator Totem is reduced by 3 seconds. It is good, but let's be honest, 3 seconds is very low. Like Capacitator Totem is cooldown 1 minute, so it's going to be a 57 seconds. Like, yeah, that's very low. And the last one, the enemies affected by your hex deal 9% reduced damage for 8 seconds after hex is removed. This can be very good and useful in arenas or BGs. Like for example, if someone is going nuts on you, if you can hex him somehow and you're going to get the reduced damage taken. So that can be also helpful and be used as kinda semi-defensive ability. So for the finesse I'm going to use the Crippling Hex, for endurance I'm going to use the Refreshing Water, and from the potency I'm going to use Unruly Winds and Focused Lighting for now. So that's it about the conduits. So that's it pretty much about the Covenant system. Now speaking of Enhancement Shaman, I am very happy with that. The spec is so fucking funny to play and I'm recommending it to everyone to play it. But for real, like the damage is on point, self-healing is on point, and sometimes in world PvP I managed to even defeat the players 2 versus 1 which shaman couldn't do in a previous I don't know how much expansion in a while. So yeah, it's very nuts. Our self-healing is very good. I hope Blizzard won't nerf it, because that would be a suck, but still, even if they nerf healing surge a little bit, it is still going to be a good. If you are wondering about the talents are same that I used in a previous video, and I explain each one of them there, so you can go and check that video. I'm going to put that in the description and at the end of this video, so you can click. So yeah, that's pretty much it. You should play Enhancement Shaman if you have any doubts. It is very good at the moment, and hopefully it will stay through expansion. Turbo Cleave is going to be such an awesome combo in Arena, because Arms Warrior as well got increased, so these two are going nuts and I'm ready for that. About the stat priority for PvP, it's obviously going to be a haste, versatility, critical and mastery, and for PvE it's going to be a haste, critical, versatility and mastery. So pretty much the third and the second stat are just rotated between PvE and PvP, but yeah, that's what should you focus on based on content that you're going to play. So yeah, thank you all for watching. If you have any questions, make sure to comment below and I will gladly answer them. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe, because that really helps my channel and that keeps me motivated to create more videos. And that's it, guys. If you are wondering about the rotation for raids, I'm going to make that video in next week, because I still have to check a few things about PvE. And yeah, that's it pretty much. Thank you for watching and see you in the next.